And well, for more on this, we're now being joined by Colonel David B. Roches from Washington, D.C. He is the West Asia analyst and an associate professor at the Near East South Asia Center for Security Studies. He's joining us live from Washington, D.C. Thank you for joining us on World DNA, Colonel Roches. Now, after the device explosions in Lebanon over the past 2 days, Israel has now conducted airstrikes on Hezbollah targets. While there are heightened tensions, often escalating war in West Asia, I want to seek your assessment. Are we seeing a widening of the war, or in your opinion, has the center of gravity moved northwards away from Gaza right now?
Yeah, well, I think that the latter point is probably true. I think that Israel is engaged in, they still have some large-scale conventional operations in Rafah along the border with Egypt, and they still have to kill the remnants of Hamas's command and control. But most of the Gaza Strip is now in a sort of policing insurgency mode. It's notable that there haven't been any missiles or rockets fired out of Gaza into Israel while this is going on. So that part of the conflict is winding down a little bit. There's not an escalation because Hezbollah and Israel have been exchanging fires pretty much since about a week after the invasion, or a week after the October 7th massacres. What's interesting here is an increase in intensity. And I think that what you're seeing is Israel is determined to force upon Hezbollah, which has openly said they want to make northern Israel uninhabitable. They're going to impress upon Hezbollah that that is too costly for them to continue.
Colonel, do you feel the U.S. has a new task at hand now to achieve some sort of a ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon, because the tensions seem to only be escalating and the frequency of the attacks and counterattacks have only been increasing in recent weeks?
Well, Israel's not fighting Lebanon. They're fighting Hezbollah, which is a group within Lebanon that actually subverts the Lebanese state. Many Lebanese would be very happy if Hezbollah would to go away. But that being said, yeah, this is a difficult task. What complicates it is that Hezbollah is armed and supported by Iran. And Iran views Hezbollah as one of their key guarantors against an Israeli strike against their nuclear facilities. So paradoxically, Iran's role may lead to a de-escalation. If it looks as though Israel might destroy Hezbollah, Iran will tell Hezbollah to agree to a ceasefire because they want to preserve some military capability as a check on Israel striking Iran.
Colonel Roches, I also want to add here that the U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin has postponed his Israel visit at this point of time, and Washington has emphasized on a diplomatic resolution. But do you think that the U.S. will be backing Israel, because it has not changed its military posture in West Asia after the explosions in Lebanon, if Israel continues to escalate the war on the northern front?
Okay, so again, the United States actually backs the Lebanese state, and we provide military equipment to the Lebanese state, and we actually unusually pay some of the salaries of soldiers in the Lebanese army. That's not who Israel's fighting. I think, though, that Hezbollah is a terrorist organization in the United States. They've been involved in hijackings of American aircraft. They were involved in the attack on the Marine Corps barracks when Marines and Army soldiers deployed to Lebanon to evacuate the Palestinian Liberation Organization. There's no affection for Hezbollah. And the conduct of I think the United States will support Israel, at least initially, in a conflict against Lebanese Hezbollah.
All right, Colonel, thank you so much for sharing all your insights, and you've stressed a great deal on differentiating between Hezbollah and Lebanon, and of course, US, yes. Israel is at war with Hezbollah here, and of course, those tensions have only been rising. We are going to be tracking that closely. Thank you so much for joining in.
Thank you.